Within less than 24 hours, we gathered virtually every single black leader in this county. And we said, what is it that we demand? We demand an end to the pre-existing conditions of racism. We demand an end to a city and a county that spends dollars on police and sheriffs and jails that lock our people up in the midst of a pandemic when we need resources. What sense does it make that they're parking LAPD at food distribution centers? They could be hiring our people to hand out masks and food and things that actually create more sustainable communities. In exchange for our work, in exchange for our organizing, in exchange for our prayers, we want you to meet our demands. We want resources for our community. We want rent. We want health care. We want housing. We want mental health resources. We want quality education for our children. We want investment in black businesses at a time when the economic fallout there's a projection that 40 to 50% of black-owned businesses will never recover. We say we can make them recover when we invest in them. And so Black Lives Matter is going to push hard this season on Black Xmas and supporting our black-owned businesses and black-led community organizations. And we're demanding that those that we help to get in also support us. So we're saying everyone in this space, go to tinyurl.com/BlackLAdemands and help us advocate for those demands because they are owed to us. They are owed to us, and when we fight for them, we will get them. We've been saying all season, all of this electoral season, vote and organize. We have voted, and now we're going to organize to get what our community deserves and demands. Ashe.
Give it up for our sister Melina Abdullah. Give it up. Yes, and next, he is one of the elders for the BLM movement. Give it up for Baba Akili to talk about economic equity.
Thank you all very much. And thank you to the Clergy for Black Lives. Y'all show some appreciation right quick. There you go. And we want you to know, if you stay here, that at 7 o'clock, the general meeting for Black Lives Matters is going to start right here. But I wanted to talk about and build on what Congresswoman said and what Melina said. This is a new day, a new time, but it comes at a heavy price for black folks. It cost us our lives to remind and awaken the U.S. about institutional racism. That's a heavy price to pay for any people. And just like Melina talked about, we are here now to make our demands real. We have been successful in getting Measure J passed. That was a classic example of the divest, invest that we need. Taking it from the police and putting it in our communities. So we won that. We defeated a two-term district attorney, Jackie Lacey. She's gone. Now, we can exercise, demonstrate, and make real our self-determination with downtown Crenshaw Rising. We're going to buy them all, y'all. That's our 40 acres. We have gotten the demon out of the White House. Now let's take his relatives out of our backyard because they're trying to buy the mall. And we have three principles. First of all, we put together a bid of over $100 million to buy the mall. We, meaning people in this community. Downtown Crenshaw. And it's based on 3 principles: community ownership, community development, and community wealth. Even though we were among the best bidders, they gave it to a group from New York that has relationships and works with, guess who? Guess who? Jared. That works with them and has relationships and built together with them. And so we say, no, we don't want you here. So we're going to ask you as a part of the overall demands, because this is a demand for self-determination. We can buy the mall. We can do what we think is necessary in our mall. We can do this. We have done this. We can do this. We will do this. And so part of our demands is, first, we need your support. We have got to kick out Live Works, the group from New York. We got to get them out. Then we have to get the buyers to accept our bid. And then we have to create and make real our vision. Those 3 things, that's what we need your support for. You have been with us, many of you, for the past 3 years. Many of you have stood with us. Now we ask you to stand with us as we get downtown Crenshaw, as we build, as we exercise our self-determination. And so we are asking now, as a part of the LA demands and our community demands, to stand up and fight with us for downtown Crenshaw rising. Stand up and voice your support. We say, go to our website, Downtown Crenshaw. We have a petition. We've gotten over 13,000 signatures, and then put 5 on it. That 5, I know you do, brother. There you go. Yeah, I got 5 on it. But that 5 means that you become a member of Downtown Crenshaw. So we have to fight against outside white forces to build inside our own community. So can we count on you? Yeah. Go to Downtown Crenshaw now. Sign the petition and put 5 on it. We're going to buy the mall, y'all. Thank you very much.
All right, all right.
Give it up for Baba Akili. Yes, give it up for Baba Akili one more time. And now, another leader from Black Lives Matter LA. She's the silent assassin.
That's right.
Give it up to talk about anti-blackness.
That's who she is.
Dr. Tabitha Jones.
I see you, Dr. Jones Jolivet.
Baba Akili's back here saying, I got 5 on it, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. My name is Tabitha, and I'm an organizer with Black Lives Matter, Los Angeles. And I am a member of our Sacred Resistance team. So when we talk about the things that we've been inviting you to be in dialogue with us about, inviting you to take action around, I want to underscore this point. We are a sacred people, and this is a sacred struggle. We are a sacred people, and this, y'all, is a sacred struggle. So let me be clear. When I talk about the sacred struggle, we got to know what we up against. And what you need to know on today, and I know that everybody black already knows this, the enemy to black flourishing is white supremacy and anti-blackness. Come on, y'all. At the root of all black suffering and pain and premature black death is anti-blackness upon which this entire nation was built. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? So when we come here on today, what we're calling for is not any kind of accountability. We ain't talking about that regular accountability they talk about in universities and colleges and around boardrooms and corporations. No. What we are calling for is radical accountability. So let me modify our discourse. And when I say radical, I'm appealing to one of our greatest freedom fighters, Angela Davis. And this is what she says. When we talk about that which is radical, what we mean is that we got to take it by the roots. We got to grab things by the roots.
That's right.
So when we talk about accountability, we must be talking about radical accountability, the same kind of accountability that our ancestors struggled against and for. Ancestors like Ella Baker and Mrs. Fannie Lou Hamer, Ida B. Wells and Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth and Martin Luther King Jr. We must demand the accountability that they fought for, that we have inherited as a sacred struggle. What I'm here to tell you on today is that when we understand the root of anti-blackness, having birthed the imagination and ideas and social institutions and systems that we call the United States of America, what I'm here to tell you is that in our struggle for radical accountability and beloved community, as Reverend Sauls lifted up, in this struggle, in this sacred duty, we must be about the business of abolishing anything and everything. Everything, wherever you find anti-blackness, it must come down.
That's right.
We gotta pull it at the root.
Pull it at the root.
We gotta go straight to the roots. So when we talk about abolition, folks get they look at us sideways. What do you mean by abolition? We mean what we said.
That's right.
We said what we mean.
All of it.
We mean abolish anything that is rooted in anti-blackness, that is about the disdain for, the rejection of, and the demise of black people. All of it has to go.
Yeah.
We won't stand for a world that is wired for our annihilation. No. We are here because we are designed to flourish.
Mercy.
And anything that gets in the way of that, we gotta abolish it. So when I think about abolition, I gotta go to our sister Ruthie Gilmore. Listen to what she says. Abolition takes seriously, and sacred people know this, that life is precious. It's precious. And let me add to that. Abolition must mean, through radical accountability, that black life is precious. That black life is precious.
Yeah.
We must enact a world in every crevice of our existence as human beings on this planet that is built around the notion that black life is precious and worthy of protection, worthy of joy, worthy of flourishing, worthy of dreams and imagination.
That's right.
Worthy of housing. And not just any kind of housing, the housing we need to flourish. Worthy of all the demands that are being lifted here today, and I'm not going to restate them because I want you to hear from our speakers. But I simply want to say that if we're going to be about the business of calling on radical accountability, we've got to track anti-blackness everywhere that it moves. And we have to stand against it. And when we gather as Black Lives Matter, this is what we do every day. But we can't do this by ourselves. So we're calling on, demanding that we not just have comrades and allies, but people like those who are here today who show up, understanding that our struggles are interlinked, that you can't flourish without us, right? This world, this planet can't flourish without us. So I simply want to conclude. Sorry, y'all. These other preachers know how to do stuff without notes, but I don't.
Help yourself. Go ahead. Keep preaching.
Take your time. Take your time. It's all right.
Keep preaching.
What I want to leave you with is this today. When we talk about the full range of demands that we are raising here, when we talk about sustaining a vision and commitment to beloved community, it requires the accountability that is radical that says that we will value the preciousness of black life and that we will be about the business of putting our lives on the line to ensure that it comes to fruition. Ashe.
Yes, give it up, give it up. I told you she was the silent assassin. She killed it. Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did. And now we know that before we give you the few more demands we have, I'm saying a few to encourage you that you'll get out the cold real soon.
Amen.
Amen? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
All right. So you're going to get out the cold real soon, but to set the spirit up, to set the stage, because this is a spiritual movement. Give it up for Christopher Leonard.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing this evening? That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I just came with a message for you, and I just want you all to just open your hearts and open your minds to what the words of the song say. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking. Time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from how it used to be. There is so much hatred, war, and poverty. Wake up all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Then maybe they will listen to what you have to say, 'cause they're the ones who's coming up and the world is in their hands. So when you teach the children, teach them the very best you can. 'Cause it all won't get no better if we just let it be. It all won't get no better. Oh, we gotta change it, yeah. Just you and me. Oh, wake up all the doctors, make the old people well, 'cause they're the ones who suffer and catch all the hell. They're the ones who are coming up. The world is in their hands. So when they pass away, teach them the very best you can. Oh, wake up all the builders. Time to build a new land. I know we can do it if we all lend a hand. So it all won't get no better. Oh, if we just fold our arms and let it be. Oh, it all won't get no better. Oh, we gotta change it, yeah. Just you and me. God bless you.
All right.
Christopher Leonard, give it up. And following him will be Candace. Candace. Can you say Candace? Come into the microphone. I think she's getting her music ready. Come on now. Jesus, the notorious just, feed us with your biblical thesis. Come on now, I'm about to take your shine. Lord have his mercy. Give it up for Candace Wakefield.
God bless everybody. Feeling good? Say yeah. It's a new day. We feeling good? Say yeah. All right. My name is Candace Wakefield. I'm from Inglewood, California. I'm so blessed to be here. You know, it's a great movement we got going on right now. Black Lives Matter. You understand that? We all out here. We coming together. Like Pastor Juju said, we stepping up. Step up. Government got to step up. So y'all, this is my single, Feeling Good. I just want to encourage y'all. Hey, wake up to the sunrise, beaming on my face. Yeah, it feels so good. Hey, so good today. I wake up with my life. I'm breathing
you got someone to live for, tell them I love you, yeah. Shout them out and give thanks to showing you love them and give thanks to whoever you choose. Cause why? I'm feeling good, treating everyone like I should. I show everybody love, y'all, cause I'm not letting nothing worry me. Here we go. Don't let another day go by. Yeah, if you're holding on to anger, you should let it go, y'all, let it go. Cause you never know, no. Too many spend time wasted, walking around with angry faces. You never know what someone is going through, so you should smile more often. Be grateful for life. See, yeah, cause I do who I do. Yes, I've got someone to live for. I'm gonna shout them out and tell them I love you. Yeah, come on, give thanks to whoever you choose, yeah. Show them you love them, y'all, cause I love you all. I give thanks to whoever I choose, cause why? I'm feeling good, treating everyone like I should. I show everybody love, cause I'm not letting nothing worry me. No, sing it. I'm feeling good, treating everyone like I should. I show everybody love, cause I'm not letting nothing worry me, y'all. Let's go, listen. So no one is different. I said we're all the same, y'all. And we're living till we die, just to live again. So don't put judging anybody's life, no. And appreciate all the good. I said I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good, my friend? Cause I'm feeling good. I'm not letting nothing stress me out. I'm not letting nothing worry me. Cause it's gonna be alright. I said I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good, my friends? Oh yeah. I said I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good tonight? Yeah. I said I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good, my friends? Oh, if you're feeling good, say yeah. God bless y'all. Thank you.
Give it up for Candace Wakefield. What you say? Listen. Now that you're feeling good, we're back on the program, but understand this, we only have a couple people left, and I do mean just a couple, but we've got another demand, and that is why it is important to flip those 2 Senate seats in Georgia. We want to expand the Supreme Court. So to talk about that, give it up for Reverend James.
Now we want to do this real quick. I want you to remember 2 things. 2 cases that are significant. The first case is Marbury versus Madison. And if I got any students that are here, you know about Marbury versus Madison. That is the case that gave the Supreme Court the authority to litigate the executive branch. And I want you to know something about even then, according to Erwin Shermanitsky, the famed constitutional scholar, and I believe dean of the Berkeley School of Law, what he said was they sidestepped justice in favor of power. See, because Marbury, he was supposed to receive an appointment, but the president was exiting. And so they decided to renege
on his appointment. And so what the Supreme Court knew, that had they done the right thing, they would have